So the flaw in the assumption discussed in the argument can be encapsulated by doubts about the accuracy of which of the following claims. So the argument that's in the passage is pointing out the flaw in an argument. We need to find out what the argument is that the passage is pointing out a flaw in, not point out a flaw in the passage's argument. What is the passage pointing out a flaw in? So it can be hard to predict the sales of low-cost knockoffs of brand name items. On the one hand, one would assume that the cheaper the knockoff, the more people will want to buy it, but this fails to account for the fact that the quality of the product might suffer for it to be produced at such a low cost. Okay, so that's pointing out some aspect about how, some aspect of, hey, sometimes quality is a factor. Ordinarily, you would expect that price would be everything. So it's pointing out a flaw in the idea that price is everything. So we look for that in the answer choices, despite the complicated wording of the question. Potential sales should be predicted on the basis of average sales rather than by examining the individual sales potential of each specific product. There's nothing like that in the passage. That's way too detailed. B, sales of knockoff versions of designer products depend on price, not quality. So this is the argument that the passage points out a flaw in. It says this fails to account for the fact that the quality of the product might suffer for it to be produced at such a low cost. So choice B is the argument within the argument that the argument is arguing against. I realize after I said that that may sound more confusing. This is the first half. This is sentence number 2, and the argument comes in sentence number 3. So choice B is the answer.